Still down. All right, let's go for the self-love message. I don't know what it's gonna be like. 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 What it's gonna be. What is that shit? Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, that whatever that. Gonna be. Are you telling me we just rolled 6117? Bro, yeah, we did. Okay. First and foremost, you, who's the one who's seeking to go up higher, not your stalkers, not the cross-watchers. You, someone in this situation, did not want you to see that you mattered. First thing, like self-love is a way to edify, self-doubt would be the way to make it go back. There could have been something that you were groomed into thinking that you didn't matter. It's a lie. The next card, Page of Wands. Be someone you would be proud to know. Something happened. Because it's in the upright. That changed your perspective on yourself. Remember, this is a self-love message. We're containing this into somewhere in this dynamic. This could have been years, weeks, months, weeks, whatever. Something snapped. You woke up one day and probably said, fuck this shit. An extent, and paraphrasing, of course. I'm going to start loving myself. I want to be somebody a real person would want to know. Even if the real person would be you. Are you somebody? Check it out. Foo Fighters. Is someone getting the best of you? Meaning, are you getting the best of you for you because you matter? Because look what the next card is. That's the only reason I could say this. I did Seven of Swords upright. Somebody was attacking you, but I'm going to go with this part to make this, like they say, there's no gender in this. So for men and women, you matter. And there is someone, I know it says go girl, but it could have been, because we don't have to go there. There could have been someone you were having coitus with. Or could have something happened to you as when you was a kid, if you get my drift, because it happened to me too. So I can talk about it on things when it comes to that. If you feel me, you feel me. We ain't going on that because this is about self-love. Somebody in your situation from then or there, they were the ones who didn't want you to see that you mattered. So it would have been people close enough to you to try to physically drop subliminal messages inside your mind and in your heart to get you to think that you didn't matter. And this is a form of psychological grooming, which means it would have to have started with family. And like I said, once you get past yourself, because if they convince you to convince your mind to think that you should not love yourself and that you don't matter, that is a form of psychological warfare, which is still spiritual warfare, which is still grooming a person to fit a narrative that was never theirs. But again, this is a self-love message because somewhere along this, you wanted to be someone that you would want somebody else to know. You wanted to be that person to be proud of. What does it say? To proud to know. To become a person you would be proud to know, meaning self-love. Do you love yourself? Well, yeah. If you would want to be proud to know yourself, meaning if you're doing the inner work, the dark night, looking at the man in the mirror, reflecting on self, are you proud to know you? Nobody else's opinion. What do you say and who do you say you are? Are you proud to know who you are? By yourself with nobody else. Because somewhere along the line this happened. You wanted to be what? What did it say again? Be the best you can be. Even that 611. Would it be a number? 117. And then do it in 6117, 7116. I don't care. Flip it back around, because like I said, there's no gender. It's still somewhere along the line, you took that out of your equation. The self-doubt, because self-doubt and self-love are not going to be able to be in the same plot. So doubting yourself is not the best thing to do. And everybody, to some degree, probably put a little doubt on themselves. But when you started recognizing that through the journey of your self-love, you realize something, whoever this person is, right? To be someone you would be proud to know. Which change. I'm going to make a change for once in my life. I'm going to be a real good. I'm going to make a difference. Because you want to be the best you can be. You decided you wanted to make a difference, one for yourself and then your neighbor. Just like you can't love your neighbor if you don't love yourself. It's impossible. And these look like they came out in reverse too. All things are possible. You matter. All things are possible. Somewhere along the line, what? All things are possible. What? Through Christ that strengthens me. With men, these things are impossible. You found something higher than yourself when you went within. In my case, the living God. Because I know all things are possible with God. With men, everything is impossible. And this is where, when you went inside to look, this is what you found. No wonder you said, I'm going to make a change for once in my life. It's going to feel real good. I want to make a difference. You wanting to make a difference for yourself first, and then your fellow neighbor, man, however you want to make the statement, this is what you wanted to do. So when you went within yourself to find yourself, to see yourself, that you can do what? Nurture yourself. Nurturing yourself how other way? By what? Speaking out on what happened, on what you experienced. Why? Because you speaking out and you giving out information is doing what? Helping you be the best you can be. Why? Because to release something, okay, so you're going to make tea. You put the water in the pot, put the pot on the stove, turn the stove on. Then you wait until, woo! What usually does a person do? They get up, they'll turn it off, and then they'll pour it out. In this case, you're the pot. The fire was your trials and tribulations. You're at a boil. So what are you going to do? You're going to prepare the tea. Get the cup, get the tea bag, and then you're going to do what? You're going to pour it out. So speak on it. This is why I write your story to be the best you can be. Whatever this is that you're going to help with other people, because you have many gifts. And remember, your second thing, be someone you would be proud to know. One for yourself and one to the next person. Because whatever this is that's inside of you, whoever you are, you want to be someone would be like, yeah, I know them. One last one, and we're going to call it. You doing whatever this is that you went inside, is if this is going to what? Better your future. Why? Because you matter. We go back over this. That's 7-7 under itself. And just to think about it, so 5117, right? 6117. I'm just saying. This is going to help you in your future by doing what? You writing your own story. By doing what? Because you realize you matters. And because you writing your own story, because it's going to be a part of your future. Because through the trials and the tribulations that you went through, to let's say first that you doubted yourself, because you were groomed to doubt yourself, to not self-love yourself, right? You didn't think all of this was possible. But you found something within yourself that was above yourself, beyond yourself, when you went within, that wanted you to do this. Because you wanted to be somebody you were proud to know, even if it meant knowing yourself. Even William Shakespeare says this, to thine self be true. What do you think that statement meant? Here it is. You wanted to be true to yourself. for yourself because you wanted a future, what? At least with yourself first. This is why you went within, so you could be the best you can be. That tried to flip over, but we saw that. And this is why you were getting what do you call it? Things coming towards you, circumstances, situations, trials and tribulations. However you want this Seven of Swords to be, well, then, are you gonna be about it? Because a lot of people say they want change, they want Jesus to come, but people who saying that they want Jesus to come, they don't really want him to come. It's just something people say with their tongue. Even God said their mouths are close to me, they praise me, but their hearts are fucking on the other side of the world. You didn't do it that way. Whoever you are, you made a choice to be the best you can be. This is why these things came, because it helped grow you. Every attack that came towards you from the day you came out to the present day now has all been a test. Because through the test, through the fire, no different than the book of Daniel when they were all in the pit, there was somebody else in that fire with you. You wasn't walking your life by yourself. And you realize that. This is why your story, no different, is going to be a testimony for other people to do what? That they can write their story. That they can go inside themselves, get rid of self-doubt, and replace it with self-love so that they can be the best that they can be, so that they would be someone would be proud to want to know. Which means you're here to cause waves. And anybody trying to get in the way of the waves are going to be consumed, no different than Pharaoh when they were chasing Moses through the sea. Anybody who gets in your way of this they're going to be swallowed, no different than when Moses was being chased by Pharaoh. This is why people are now realizing they're going to have their what? Because I guarantee you, when the waves came crashing down, a lot of people who was behind Pharaoh while chasing Moses had this oh shit moment. I guarantee you, in the moments before they died, that oh shit moment, out of all of those people who were chasing Moses and the people, somebody got converted right before that water smacked them all down. Guaranteed. Oh shit. Save me. Moment. So for you, whoever you are, congratulations, because keep going on the self-love. It never stops. It's not to tell you that it's a never-ending journey, but it's something that you will want to perfect to its perfect perfection. And since nobody could ever reach super perfection, but since you love yourself more and more as every moment passes by, it's not going to feel like a trial, a test, a tribulations. You are going to, of your own free will, pour love into yourself so that you would be able to give it to people who are in need, i.e. the fatherless, the widow, and the orphan. So whoever you are, congratulations. Keep loving yourself.